Christmas. You all right? How are you doing? Hello. Hiya, Bob. Hiya, lovely Lacey. Hiya, Neffers. Hiya, Hilly as well, and everyone else who's just silently watching. Merry Christmas. You all right? How's it going? The Facebook one's weird. People are always there, but no one ever says anything. If you are watching on Facebook, please drop us a share or a like or a tucker. Drop us a tucker if you can. I've not been on it for a year, but apparently that's a thing. Oh, there he is. Drop us a tucker. Oh, I've got to interview some absolute dicks just so I can do that the whole time. I love that meme. Makes me want to watch it. Makes me want to know. Makes me want to know more. Thanks so much for joining us this evening, guys. We're going to have a chilled, relaxed little Christmas thing. Oh, I've not got the mulled wine. It's going to be cool again by the time we go. Well, we'll have it for the next show. Oh, I wanted us to both be out sober up before the journey home. Never mind. You got to drive. Oh, that's Christmas Hayden over there.
Hello.
In his,
ho.
In his completely appropriately sized hat. This has shrunk, you know. My missus put it in a hot wash.
This is so tight. I'm actually kind of on the edge of consciousness at the moment. I feel really stressed.
You feel stressed. You've been dead busy and dead stressed since I got here. Actually,
I have. It's constant. I told you on the podcast, dude. It's not stopping.
It's not stopped. It's
just constant. It's brilliant.
And then I actually thought it was Wednesday all day today, and yeah, it's not. So I had a little bit of a stress time. That's why I got here as late as I did.
Well, I had Junior off school as well today, and he was very talkative today. And you can't turn around to your kid, can you? Go, look, just shut up, dude.
I know. You try to explain with people that don't have kids, they're like, oh, they don't stop talking. They're like, oh, that's great. They're developing the language.
Yeah, they say that. And they've not had 2 hours of it.
Yeah, but then when you're just like, oh, God, no.
And then it's like, what time are you going out, Dad? Oh, in a little bit. Oh,
yeah.
2 minutes? No, in a bit. 5 minutes? In a bit. In an hour? In a bit. Is it afternoon?
Yeah.
What's that cloud called that comes out of volcanoes?
I just want to go in my head for 10 minutes. I just need 10 minutes in my own head. That's all I want. Hilly said I'll stick around as long as I can. Still trying to Xmas shop on the other screen. Oh my God. My last thing arrived today, I think.
I think we've got all Junior's gifts. The thing I bought my wife turned up today.
Oh, nice.
Yeah,
nice.
So it wasn't supposed to be here till Saturday, so I was quite pleased with that.
Oh.
But I have to go out this weekend to town with Junior so he can purchase the wife a present.
Well, the last thing that arrived today is our Zelda's present. It's the only thing that she's aware of. I love you, mum, and all that other stuff and nonsense. Right, guys, let's get on with the show, shall we? Please drop us a share. We're on YouTube, Facebook, and Twitch. Hit that share button, hit like, hit the other things, and say hello. I love it when you talk to me. I hear everyone. I've got YouTube up on the big screen, so if you want to watch via YouTube, that's the best way to get hold of me, but I will try my best to keep an eye on it. Guys, if you Google, I've not put a link, I've only put a link to the competition that we're going to talk about in a minute, but if you Google Chiptune Advent Calendar, there's one kicking about right now by 8-Bit MO. And you've got to check it out. It's a brilliant, brilliant idea. They've also got a Kickstarter going on at the moment. And it doesn't look like they're going to hit it. It's a shame, because when I first looked at it, I thought, yeah, Chiptune Advent Calendar. I thought they were raising money to divvy up amongst the people, but it's for vinyl pressings, and it's all or nothing. I was gutted, because they're on $600 now. And, we've not got the thing. Is it not working? But yeah, we've not got the.
Too tight.
It's too tight. You're just losing it. Your eyes are all glassy.
I'm really struggling. This is going to be fun, actually.
Yeah, because you've got this, then you've got trigger warning, and it's got to be full Santa the whole time. But yeah, guys, I will put a link on the YouTube after we've gone off air. It'll be tomorrow morning now, so if you've missed it. But if you just Google Chiptune Advent Calendar, check it out. Brilliant, brilliant idea. And you can just open a new one every day, and it's a little song just for you. Fortnite! Everyone's been suing. Everyone's been going mental recently. This is the one that caught my eye the most. For anyone who doesn't know, Fortnite is a free game. It's one of these online battle royale things, and they kind of wound everyone up by winning. And as you can see here, they just robbed people's dances. This one is called The Fresh. It's quite obvious where it's come from. And now, obviously, Fortnite has just reached that point with Epic where there's enough money involved, there's enough microtransactions that people are stepping up. The backpack kid has come forward. even though you can very quickly and easily prove that he didn't come up with that dance. The floss.
That's the floss. I was trying to remember. My son does that.
I can't do it.
And he keeps getting me to that, and I can't do it.
I can't
do it. I'm 46 years old.
I know. I'm like 30. I'm 30. God, what am I? 37.
Well, the floss doesn't happen at 46 very well.
I've tried. I've stood there with the video, with the tutorial videos, and I'm like, yeah. But so everyone's jumping in now because nearly every dance in that game has been ripped off from someone. But in America, where the issue has been raised, dances aren't actually covered. So this is going to be a little bit of a hard fight, but that is without doubt. I mean, they've called it fresh. It's going to be hard not to... That's very much his thing, isn't it, if you lost it now? I don't know. We'll have to see if people go and get paid. And if Carlton wants to get paid, good for him, man. Good for him. Alexa has invaded my house. I didn't realise. I didn't want one. I got excited about a year ago. I was like, I'm going to get it. I'm going to get smart things everywhere. And then I was like... No, I don't want to be sat there shouting at a box in the corner of the room. I don't want to do it. But then I got my little girl one of these tablets, and it's got the kids app on it. It's really, really good. I've talked about it on the show before. It's so good. Like, you can set the usage time, like books are on unlimited, and like an hour of games and all this stuff. And it's like Netflix, but every game is free. There's no microtransactions. Absolutely bloody love it. If you're a parent and you want that, go for it, man. Great stuff. But aside from the fact that I just hand my daughter a tablet when I need a break, I also put it onto the adult bit of it. Not adult, but just the grown-ups part. So she can watch real YouTube. She can watch unboxing and playing and all the rest of it. And I didn't realise, but Alexa was on. And the other day I said Alexa, and it went... And just as a little thing, I went, hey, we'll show Zelda. So what happens. And that's it now. I've now lost my daughter to Alexa. She's just, Alexa, what is love? And I'm like, it's great. Alexa, how many sleeps till Christmas? She goes, Alexa, is my daddy called Daddy or is he called Poonos? It's just like, I don't understand.
Graham.
What?
Be careful with YouTube.
Oh no, we keep an eye on that.
No, I don't mean adult videos turning up or anything like that. I mean, they're fine with it.
Yeah. Oh yeah, the algorithm
herds
you.
3.
Yeah.
But then all of a sudden, 4 or 5. And I'm not being the wise parent. I just learned the hard way.
No, I know.
What these videos do with all these disturbing adults playing with toys is they turn your child into an arsehole.
Yeah.
So you have to ban YouTube.
Yeah.
To get your child back.
I've seen it already. It's striking the balance, though, isn't it? Like, she mostly watches Roblox videos at the moment. I've offered to get it. She's like, no, I don't want to play it.
Junior did the same.
Yeah, she just likes watching it, the little worlds.
But he's lost himself in Minecraft again now.
Ooh.
So I'm very happy with that because he's building things in it, houses, guitars, and...
I tried to get my little girl. I mean, she's only 3, so it's a bit young yet. But I tried to get her into Minecraft. But then, so she's got a profile. It's a kid's profile on my PlayStation, but it won't let her play Minecraft with me. There's an annoying block there. Like when I sign her in Zelda, and it's her name, and she goes ooh, and then it goes no, you're not allowed any online functionality modes or whatever, and it blocked her. Right. And I was like, well, that's great, but at least give me an option. I am a dad, and I'm happy. I wanted to play with split screen Minecraft. I romanticised the crap out of me. I was like, oh, it's going to be great.
It wouldn't be great.
No. I don't know, man.
Junior just plays it on his Switch anyway. That's his thing on the Switch at the moment.
Yeah.
But he's got his Christmas wish list together for his consoles. So...
He wants him... Well, I won't talk about it in case he's watching, eh?
I don't imagine he's watching.
I don't know.
Risky.
Yeah, let's not discuss
risky.
The creepy workings of Santa, shall we? Let's not talk about it. Guys, I want to talk about this Gamers Workers Unite thing, man. This is a UK gamers work union, and it's a weird one. They've come up, and I think in theory it's a really, really good idea. What do you want? We want better wages, we want better conditions, we don't want 100-hour weeks, we don't want the crunch. The crunch is a terrible thing within the gaming industry. Although the gaming industry doesn't pay badly. It's like, I know a few people that they do all right compared to some of the shite I've had to do in my life. But, it's good for them. But I did get a bit uncomfortable with this whole Why is it that when you want to get together and stand up for your rights and negotiate as a group, you have to sign up to socialism as well? It really frustrates the shit out of me. It's like, what do we want? We want to get paid properly. What do we want? We want holidays and reasonable work conditions. What do we want? Oh, well, just giving up all private property. And it's like, what? What? Sorry?
Just 5% of your company.
Just 5%. Get rid of the bosses. Everything's got to be democratic. It's like, all hierarchical structures have to be gone. It's like, no, why? I just want decent wages and holidays and shit. You don't sign me up for all this other shit on the side. And if you think you're not signing up for all that shit, you fucking are doing. Because this is connected to a network and a network. Look at this fucking, it's why unions are so weak and why they always fail, because they've got this whole fucking bullshit about there's always this ulterior motive of just removing private property. And here's the thing, in terms of private property, that includes you. I own me. I own my time, I own my labour, and I want to get with all these people, but they're just ultimately trying to just strip me of my own freedom. Don't worry. You get holidays though. Sundays off. We did that for you. It's like, fuck's sake. Anyway, good luck to him. I do hope it works out. Genuinely. I'm a big fan of the theory of unions. I just think they're executed so poorly. And they're so corruptible. I mean, Jesus. Look up, because for some reason it wasn't in the news. For some reason nobody bloody talked about it. Look up what happened with the NHS this year and the unions. What if NHS unions are going to screw over their employees that badly? Nurses, if they're going to screw over nurses like that, good luck to you coders, mate. You don't stand a bloody chance. Bless your little faces. Anyway, more bad news, before we get onto the happy stuff. You guys may or may not have heard of Escape from Tarkov. I hasn't. Didn't give a shit about it. It's not a great game, middle of the road, whatever. There's a lot of bugs and there's a lot of problems and stuff. And people who have previously had express permission have been doing Let's Plays and doing reviews where they've been sort of criticising and moaning about it. And regardless of the fact that whether they've done 40 good videos saying how much they love it and then one exposing weaknesses of the game or exploits or whatever, Battle State Games, who made it, are currently going on a ban. They're doing copyright strikes all over YouTube for people who do not agree that the game is a wonderful, perfect item that you could buy. And it's kind of ridiculous because these copyright strikes are illegal. I mean, some of them have been given express permission already and then they're striking them. And also Transformative, doesn't matter, they're just ignoring that. They're censoring the critics. So you know what? Battle State Games can do one. Absolutely do one. He didn't get the picture up. Aiden's miles away. It's that bloody beard, isn't it? There we go. So we all know to ignore them. Screw them. Fucking copyright strikes, man. The state of the world we live in right now. Red Dead 2! Easily my game of the year, but that's probably because I didn't play God of War, assuming that it is on my list. It is. I'm gonna. But if you are playing Red Dead Online, all the dudes in the bars, because if you haven't played it, man, those bars are so great to walk into, the saloons and everything. They're all atmospheric. They've all started playing Christmas tunes. How cute is that? Super duper mega ultra adorable. Guys, oh, I better check the chat actually. Has she watched Roblox Rape? No. As far as I know, my daughter hasn't been watching Roblox Rapes, but if she did, I'd be there in the Daily Mail doing my compo face, just pointing at the tablet. Have you asked Alexa to play you a fart? My dad showed me today. No, I've not actually, but I have said some weird stuff to her and she's quite interesting. Zelda shouldn't need any presents. She saw my stream. That's good enough. Oh, dude, yeah, we were watching. I don't get to watch a lot of streams because obviously, I know I always want to watch the Gaming Muso, but it goes live at 1, and that's just 1 PM. Just is not. I'm daddying at hardcore at that point. Nefus goes live at I think 2 PM Fridays, 5 PM Mondays, something like that. And again, I don't get to do it. I always see the notification. I can't go up. But yeah, I said, oh hey, and he mentioned Zelda when he was on the stream because I was having a sneaky little look. She freaked out. She completely freaked out. She was going, no, daddy, no, and trying to close it and all that. I was like, sorry, and all the rest of it. The Carlton dance, yeah. God, that Roblox rape. Do you remember that? That was so funny. It shouldn't have been, but it was. Let's check the other ones on the other ones. If you could drop us all the rest of it. Thanks, Andy, for giving us a share and all the rest. Thank you. We do have a tweet that's going absolutely mental right now, which I'm quite happy about. Phew. When I couldn't really connect you, they asked to see the last competition tweet we did, and I sent it to them, and they were like, all right then. So I'm glad that's picking up steam. Phew. It's always a bit of a stress and a bit of a worry. Patreon, right? I'm so annoyed about this. I finally jump in on Patreon. I was dead dubious of it for ages and ages, and we've been going now. We get so much a month, and it's all right. It covers costs and all the rest of it. It's the reason this show's happening now, because we've now covered the costs of streaming, which is wonderful. Mostly, anyway. I think mostly. Some of it we don't talk about or whatever in terms of. We're pretty much there, aren't we?
I've given up trying to figure it out.
Yeah.
I just pay.
That new editing computer, it's like, we've not added that, all the rest of it, but it's all good. But yeah, Patreon. So I just got into it, and I just got a fan of it, and we've just started encouraging people to go on. If you want to go, it's Trigger Warning TV, and we've just started encouraging everyone, and they go and act like the biggest ball ends on the planet and start banning people. For ridiculous reasons, and then other people who are using racial slurs and all the rest of it are absolutely fine. And Chapo Chop House or whatever openly called for people to kill themselves, which was obviously a joke, but they're still on it. They're getting like tens of thousands a month. It's crazy. Anyway, I'm dead frustrated with Patreon, and all the other things that have come about to replace it or compete with it have been screwed. Although I did find out today, so obviously, the PayPal have been pressuring. They've been pressuring Patreon. But because PayPal and Patreon aren't the same kind of company, they don't provide the same service. There's no antitrust laws that can come into it. There's legally, they're all right. They're protected by freedom of speech. But what was that new one that popped up? The
Subscribe
Star, yeah. Once Patreon pulled from Subscribestar, because Subscribestar and Patreon are almost the exact same thing, there's now trust. There's a few people that I follow. There's one guy in particular who I always go to first in terms of his legal stuff. He's been saying, nope, nothing can be done. This is all legal. I know it's not nice, and I know you're suspecting collusion. You're suspecting people saying in the back, and when Alex Jones did, when they all got banned on the same day, there's obviously something go on, but you can't prove it. But apparently, there's something there now with Subscribestar and Patreon being almost identical services, and apparently there might be a little bit of a case to screw someone. I mean, I'm not going to be doing it. Just I'm going to keep my head down and keep hold of my $150 a month, thank you. But the likes of Sargon of Akkad, agree with him or not, he's got every right to speak, and if someone wants to give him money, they've got every right to give him their money as well. 12 grand a month he was on.
But we're all right. That's all that matters.
For now. But morally, I'm very uncomfortable with it.
When a suitable platform presents itself, we will make the moral decision to move.
Well, yeah, I mean, it's probably the wise thing to do is just open a second one, isn't it? And I've been trying as well. What I'm going to start doing, I'm going to start posting everything that's Patreon exclusive. We're going to start posting to the Discord Patreon channel. So if you are someone that donates via PayPal, because we do have a few people that chuck in now and again, if you chuck one in, make sure you let us know your Discord, and we'll give you access to that channel there. We'll give you access to the Patreon channel on Discord, so you'll get all the secret videos, all the stuff of me in my kitchen talking about gardening. Yes, worth every dollar. Go for it. But because I'm not comfortable with Patreon, and I understand if you're not. But so if you're not and you want to get involved in another way, you can PayPal us. Go on Trigger Warning TV. You can get in touch that way, guys. Kingdom Hearts 3 is going to be released at the end of January, but loads of it is leaked. So, dude, if you're planning on getting it, I mean, I can't stand those games. I think they're awful, but I respect the fact that people enjoy them. I'm sure my Soph's going to be there going, ooh, on a Switch, which I still don't get, by the way. I still don't get Switch. But she's going to be... Oh, I should have pre-ordered that. Oh, whatever. She's going to be dead happy, but if you are going to play it, be very, very careful. Don't Google it, don't do anything, because there's spoilers everywhere, and I mean like serious, serious spoilers. Someone robbed copies of the game and just put the whole thing out there. If you want to find it, you can find it. So if you don't want it ruining, just stay away. Kingdom Hearts 3, don't Google it, don't do nothing.
And I just add that we'll be providing links to those pages via GameFaceShow.
Well, you see, here's the thing. I Googled it because I'm not bothered. I'm really, really not bothered. I don't care. So I had a look, but some of it was just terrible. It was ridiculous. Hello, Anders. You all right, mate? Thanks for the like and all the rest of it. Where's Twitch gone? Where's Twitch? I always miss... Oh, nobody's said a word on Twitch. How dare all of you? Yeah, they're all chilling, aren't they? They're all sitting there. I'm just going to wait until you've said that. Although the wait will be weird with the delay, won't it? So they've all read that, and then there's me just going, make this worth my time. Mantovani said, damn, late to the party. Hello, Graham and Co. and all your lovely viewers. Hello. It is a bit, I'm just sat here chilling with the stream. No worries, Neffers. It's all right. It's just you. It's weird tonight, isn't it? There's usually people called me all sorts of names right now. My attitude to GameFace, my brain has adjusted so much that it's not a rant. Like if I'm at home doing a video, I've prepared a certain structure and I know certain beats I'm going to hit. But here, I prepare about 20 minutes of show on the understanding that I'm going to get 40 minutes of trolling. So when they're quiet, I get a bit like...
20-minute show then.
It's no longer a conversation. And I'm here for a conversation, thank you very much. Hilly is too busy. He's having a very nice early Christmas. Hilly, Hilly, OTM, Nihilak.
Is that a dirty thing? The look on your face indicated he was doing something naughty.
He's written something sexual.
Oh, what platform?
Twitch.
Oh, is he showing himself affection?
Yeah, I'm very, very, very disappointed.
Well, it's natural. It's okay. Whilst watching you with rosy red cheeks.
Yeah, well, that's what he said.
Well,
my face.
If you do it for him, dude, what can you do? You're a very handsome man.
Honestly.
You're thinking about that. You've gone quiet.
I'm just trying really hard to hide the fact that I'm turned on myself.
I'm uncomfortable. Not with the mental image, just in the trouser area.
It's the fact that everyone's watching. Guys, what are you planning on doing over Christmas? I was thinking, I did this last year. I've played VR a little bit over the year, but I hammered it at Christmas, and I do it when family come round. Like my dad came over, I put him on the Star Wars. He was doing an X-wing and all that, and he couldn't even finish it. It was just too much. He was like, "No, I'm too old for that." But that's what I plan on doing this year. I think I'm going to crack the VR out and have a good... Just the only time of year that I'm consistently drinking, I'm going to be making myself dizzy and freaking out. And
same thing.
Yeah.
But my parents are both 81 and 80. And this is going to sound really bad, and I might not be able to do this because I'll get in trouble with my mother-in-law.
Yeah.
She's got dementia. But if she's having a reasonably clear day, maybe get the VR on.
Oh, yeah. Get the Move controllers. So
and
she's
it
not
sounds
worried about...
cold, but if it's a bad choice, she won't remember.
Yeah. Get her in that shark one where they send you down.
Yeah, that'll be a win.
Should be great.
I want to put my dad in that. That'll be fantastic.
Nefes has said, I could say that regarding YouTube copyright trolls. I watch a car show and peeps sending vids of their cars to feature on the show. Some numpty sent them a clip, then filed a strike on the show. That's disgraceful. I might start doing that. That'd be funny. I'm going to watch Muppet movies and other Christmas-related films with the kids. Yes. Guys, I've got to recommend this. Christmas Chronicles on... I think I may have mentioned this last show I was on as well. Christmas Chronicles on Netflix. It's got the guy from Escape from LA and Escape from New York in it.
Whoa.
What's his name?
The guy from Escape from LA. That's the first film that came for Kurt Russell.
Kurt Russell. Yeah. There you go.
From The Thing.
From Thing. Yeah.
From Escape from New York. Tango and Cash.
Yeah. He's playing Santa though. And he says things like fake news. It's great. But it's a Christmas it's a Christmas classic. It's not one of these bullshit like, oh, is he gonna come home and will he, won't he, all that. It's got magic, it's got crappy dance numbers in it. It's fucking great. Christmas Chronicles on Netflix. Get it on. My daughter, I mean, she's only 3, but she doesn't really watch movies, but she was like, oh, I was crying within 1 minute and 8 seconds of that movie. There's a little Christmas montage at the beginning. And it was like, she loves her daddy too. Oh, see ya. Yeah, literally 1 minute and 8 seconds. I know, because I paused it because I needed to know, because it was so pathetic. And yeah, Big Trouble in Little China. If you like him, I'll see you later, mate. Have a good night. If you like him and you want that a little bit of that edge, a little bit of a bad Santa, but it's family movie, he's definitely one to watch. And there's and even the dude, he can't sing, but you don't care.
He played Elvis in a film once, you know.
Yeah, well,
John Carpenter made the film about Elvis.
Yeah, I didn't see it. I remember that. Yeah,
we started the Christmas movies in Hewitt Towers.
Oh yeah,
we did Elf the other day.
You've got to do Elf,
which my son recommended. He said he looks at a girl in the showers.
Oh, and it's that girl, isn't it? I've got such a mad thing for her.
Yes. But
especially when she's in the costume.
He enjoyed Elf. This is kind of awkward. He found the Black Santa hilarious.
Oh, Black. Well, yeah.
This is the boy when he was 3 and we took him to London, though. There were some Indian guys.
Yeah.
He just went, Daddy, look at the brown people.
Look at the brown people. Oh, my God.
So he's looking at me and I'm like, no, stop it. And do you know what? I swear he looked at me and went, but they are brown.
They are. I mean, it's true, isn't it? I mean, I get my Zelda saw this drag queen the other day and it freaked her out. And it wasn't any kind of like, it was just the fact that it was so garish. It wasn't like trying to pass as a woman. It was like screaming like, I am woman! And like big, glittery, everything huge. And she was just like, what the fuck?
Well, the other Christmas movies, we've done Gremlins.
Yeah, I can't do that. It's a bit.
Junior really liked Gremlins. Then he asked to watch Gremlins 2, and because this is why I love the boy, he went, it was okay, but I preferred the first one.
Oh, really? Good lad.
So yeah, we've started Christmas now. We might do the Kurt Russell one, and then maybe Die Hard.
Yeah.
Only 6 now. It's fine.
Does Die Hard drop the F-bombs?
Yeah, yippee-ki-yay, motherfucker.
Yeah.
Of course it does. People get shot in the face.
Is there any way I can get a TV edit on of that?
Just play it, dude. She hears you say it every podcast night anyway.
I know. It's really bad. Like my daughter's heard. We were doing the podcast. We do a podcast on Tuesdays. We go live and it's like midnight, 1 a.m. So she should be asleep. And the other night I was there like, fucking Corbin, he's as fucking useless as all that. And she was right next to me. Daddy, don't say that word.
Well, I put the new Hellboy trailer on today.
Yeah.
I think it looks great.
It looks all right.
It looks
okay.
stupid, and that's what I want from it, because it is stupid. Ron Perlman's... As if Ron Perlman is Laurence Olivier, you know what I mean? It's just Ron Perlman.
It's a big dude.
He sounds the same.
Painted red with a big bloody gun. It's really hard to tell from that advert if it's going to be good or not, though. I can't work it out.
It's going to be fine. Do you know what it's going to be? It's going to be 2 hours of mindless stupidity, and that's fine. Set in England, which I saw someone complaining about on YouTube. What is this England shit? Because Hellboy could only exist in America, as we know.
Yeah.
Couldn't possibly be in England.
Is that why you liked it then? Did you get all gammon?
Oh,
here we go.
Hey, I put my Union Jack pants on.
Finally, stood up,
saluted, sang God Save the Queen. Mumbled something about foreigners and immigrants.
Pulled your little thing and the big mural of the Queen just flopped out there.
Unrolled.
Yeah.
Full thing. Yeah.
Loads of tassels at the bottom.
Very proud. Very, very proud. But
that's a chippy! That's a chippy in a movie!
But of course, my son just leaned in just at the point where he blows the back of someone's skull off. And it opens up and all the bits come out. And he went, oh, that looks good. That's Hellboy, isn't it, Dad? What the...
He'll be fine.
Do you know what he told me the other day? About Jason Voorhees.
Yeah.
And his family. And what happened to him. And why he was the way he is. I'm like, where have you learned this? Because he tells the teachers this is school.
Yeah.
This is the boy that tells them my daddy loves beer.
Oh, really?
I have like 1 pint a month.
2018 is not the year to be saying I like beer, is it? Let's be honest.
My daddy likes beer. My daddy can't come to parents' evening because he's getting a tattoo done. So his dad basically lets him watch Friday the 13th movies whilst pissed and getting tattooed.
I bet she's got images of you sat there with your beer watching the Kavanagh hearings, just going, just go and let him have the job, you Nazis.
I liked beer.
I like beer. He likes beer. He's a good man.
I like a casual attempt at rape. Where's the harm?
With Hayden to there's more sex talk on Twitch, just so you know. Playing some Sonic Jam whilst listening to your soothing voices. Oh, wonderful. I'm glad you are. And apparently we've got to watch Gremlins with the kids. Is Gremlins kid friendly? Can I do that? Yeah. She's gonna love that.
Listen, she's a 3-year-old child. Okay, there's nothing in that will disturb her.
Yeah.
You've read a nursery fairy tales and that, haven't you? Fables?
Yeah, no, she's fine. She loves the dark stuff.
And
she
then,
does it.
after that, The Thing.
just go straight
Texas Chainsaw Massacre.
Do you want
to... by the way, my son saw this jump... Excuse me.
Go on.
He saw this jumper.
Yeah.
Because I've got a Texas Chainsaw Massacre Christmas jumper because my wife's really cool like that.
Oh, it's beautiful. Okay. So good.
My son went, it's Leatherface, that. Oh no,
he's not.
It must have been when I passed out drunk getting a tattoo done that he's watched it.
You see, he can know these things, but it's like you said, it's going in school, isn't it? It's like, yeah, it's how these things bounce off.
Yeah, well, yeah.
That's why I didn't do the joke on air.
I just noticed, if you don't mind me addressing, Nefis has said my great granddad used to stand and salute when the BBC finished their broadcast every. Well, so should you. So should everyone.
They don't finish now, do they? I remember that. I remember when.
At the end of our podcast,
just
we play the national anthem, and we stand up and say, "What's that hand?"
We should start doing that. Just playing the national anthem.
Do you know that's a great idea?
I might do it at the end of the next GameFace.
Every show,
but just stand like that.
Every show that we do should end with the national anthem. Yeah. This is great. I'm writing this down.
Bob Stewart said we watch the Queen's speech and throw insults and items at the telly. I was thinking of doing a competing one this year, but then it'd be Christmas Day, wouldn't it, and all the rest of it. So I'm not sure. We'll have to see. I did put another picture on, actually, in terms of what I'm going to be doing. I've got my eyes on Borderlands 2 VR. They've stripped, obviously, the multiplayer's gone, the DLC's gone, but it's still Borderlands, and it's VR. They've not got aim controller support, if you've got one of them, which is obviously the way you want to play it. And apparently the move stuff is a bit crap, but that's okay. I'm all right with the pad. I like it. That beep or the girl with the doll on the colour chart. What?
When the TV used to go
the
off.
Girl. Have you seen her now?
What? No, she's still alive.
She, well, I don't know when the picture was that I saw it, but she was all right.
You won't know that I used to sit there as a kid, and you had to wait till 3 o'clock for the television to start. I sound like I'm from the dark ages. That's why my son asked me if the world was black and white when I was a kid.
I know.
We had 3 channels, and only one of them was on during the day.
Yeah. It was crazy, man. It was crazy. Like, we had that. We put Toy Story on the other day. She's annoying me because I want to get rid of the telly license, and then we keep Christmas. You sneak live telly on. I mean, we've got one, so I'm not like, we do have one. But Toy Story finished. It was halfway through, and it finished, and my little girl just goes again, and I was like, well, what do you mean? I can't just. It's done now, and she can't conceptualize the idea of TV just playing live through a schedule. She's just, why don't you do it again? It's just like really, and unfortunately it's all on Disney Life, which is shitty. It's not worth getting yet. $4.99 a month, Disney Life. They don't have the Star Wars movies on there. They've got a Star Wars section, they don't have the movies. They've got a Marvel section, they don't have the movies. It's not worth having.
Yeah, but they're going to have more because they're killing them off Netflix, aren't they?
Yeah, well, they're obviously... what I know about Disney Life is it's the end of next year. That's their goal. So it's live now. So they're getting all the bugs out. There's no console app for it yet or anything like that, which was my main bugbear, because I was willing to give it a go. But if I can't get it on PlayStation, I'm not doing it. Not at all. But yeah...
Don't you have a smart TV?
No, I've not. I've just got a telly. I never got a smart TV. I never bothered with one. No, because I was just like, I don't need a smart TV. I don't like. I've always got a console.
But do you know what's great about them?
What?
It's yet another thing to take off your children.
Yeah, well, yeah, I guess so. But it's just one of them where it was like, I'd rather put the money into get. I mean, now smart TVs are so prevalent, it doesn't matter. But when I bought that TV, it made more sense to buy a nicer TV that wasn't smart.
No, I remember our previous TV was a Sony.
Yeah.
And it had Sony's earlier, because I must have bought that about 8 years ago. Because I only bought this new one when I got the PlayStation Pro, wasn't it? I went out and bought the 4K TV so that my games look a bit better than yours. And remarkably.
As if your old eyes can tell the difference.
Oh, don't worry, I sit close.
You just know, though. See you in a bit, Hilly.
No, but the Sony one has the worst version of smart TV on it. I've used it once. It was the only thing you could really get was Sony channels.
Yeah.
It was very poor.
I really like the Samsung. In terms of the smart interface, I really like Samsung's one. I really, really enjoy that.
I got LG.
But
I buy on price, not features.
I've not tried
It's
that.
literally like that. Is the refresh rate all right? And that'll do. A new Black Mirror? I've never watched any of the old ones.
Just for anyone that can't see the YouTube chat, apparently Netflix have teased a new Black Mirror. I hope it's good, though.
I've never seen it.
I think first season was stunning. Like, the parallels, there's one episode by the guy that used to write Peep Show. So you can see like years and years of Peep Show, then how that idea becomes something really, really dark, like the horror adult version of Peep Show, basically. And then Charlie Brooker, there's just loads of like very obvious things to his career, and it's really good. I always say, like, just take people's art as it is, but I think Black Mirror is one of the few where it's really worth looking up who wrote that episode and look up their career and the things, because they're always working through something personal as fuck, and it makes it a lot deeper and a lot darker. Last season was okay.
There's only one thing that matters.
Go on.
Season 2 of The Punisher.
Season 2. Oh, yeah.
Lots of stabbing in the face and eyes.
And comedy bruises that look as good as this.
Oh, no, you see, that was the best television series ever.
Yeah.
It was very stabby. Very stabby, and that makes for a good thing. And, of course, Glass is out in January.
Is it?
Yeah.
Oh, I forgot about that
I'm
one.
looking forward to seeing that. I think I'm going to see Aquaman next week with the boy.
I wasn't too fussed. I want to see it.
I've got to take the boy.
But I'll wait until it's out. Apparently in China, they have the social credit score. So there was one thing there there was an episode of Black Mirror where it had this social credit, and like if you know, like you were being an arsehole on the podcast as you were last night, I'd downvote
do you mean
you.
Right?
You mean when
I was right?
When you realised I was right and then just started talking shit?
What do you mean realise you were right about
and then
what
you
were wrong?
You just clammed up into troll
Don't
mode.
come the bell end.
So I would have downvoted you at that point, and then there's certain things where within the episode you're only allowed certain jobs or apartments if you've got a high score.
Right.
But China's just gone and implemented it.
They've done it.
It was supposed to be a warning, and they went,
What a wonderful idea. And
socialism!
I think it's very, very wrong of you to sit on your show and give it the Billy Big Bollocks when you were just talking shite. And not only did I give you the correct answer, I then went on to give a solution. But you couldn't handle it.
Yes,
you
of
can't
course. That's
handle the
completely
truth.
right. You're
or the
completely
facts.
right there.
I know I'm right.
Guys, in the new year, I think I'm going to drop Facebook. So if you are watching on or via Facebook, no, I found out today that they've been scanning people's private messages and giving the messages and identifying information to both Netflix and Spotify, so they can do one. I've already quit Facebook personally, but the shows, I'm going to delete the page and everything. It can F off.
Just think the amount of people out there that are thinking, Netflix have seen my cock.
Netflix have seen a lot of weird stuff from me at this point. And they still don't get the recommendations right. You'd think they'd do a little bit better. Stranger Things is also, they've done some good games based on Stranger Things, Mantovani. There's some not groundbreaking, but interesting little curios that you can dive into. Well, we're done now. I just got to tell you guys, Horizon Chase Turbo, I flipped a little bit then. I nearly said Horizon Zero Dawn. It's a brand new game out. It's out on the PlayStation 4, the Xbox One, the Switch, and Steam. And we are giving away a copy of it. It's an old school racer in the vein of like 1632 bits, the old arcade. Like you remember when games were good. So it's stripped back graphics, just so that you can just get that trippy, fast, beautiful thing. It's also 4 players as well. And you can win a copy of it. I have double checked. If you go on the descriptions for the Facebook, the YouTube, and the Twitch, if you go in the description, there is a link to our tweet. All you have to do is follow us, follow these guys as well, follow everyone, and drop us a retweet. Now, this is... What are you doing?
I'm moving around pictures.
So guys, if you get on there, drop us a retweet, drop everyone a follow that's involved, and it will be announced on Christmas Day. You don't have to let us know now, but just tell us what format you want it on, and we'll get a code to you, and they'll send it to you, and you get a free game on Christmas Day. How cool is that? How cool is that? It's multiplayer, and it's for whatever console you want. You don't have to tell me now, but if you want your name in the hat twice, and this is only for viewers, tell me, reply to that tweet with your favourite Christmas game of all time. Let me know your favourite Christmas game of all time, and you are going to be doubled up with chances to win. So have a very happy Christmas Day.
Samantha Fox strip poker on the Sinclair Spectrum. Oh. I am sorry. I obviously got really excited just then.
I know.
Pressing every button.
I can't think of my favourite Christmas memory. It's probably Super Monkey Race, Super Monkey Ball, the race mode on it. Like, it's not Christmas in of itself, but it meant it was Christmas to me. Like, we'd make our own wine, so we'd have a big 40 pints of homemade wine that was just juice, fruit juice, alcoholic, and we'd be hammered for a full week solid.
I never got anything like that for Christmas when I was younger. Never got a console. Didn't get a computer.
Oh no, this is me at like 18.
I didn't get them when I was 18.
Really?
No, when I was 18, I had to buy my own first electric guitar.
I remember getting Sonic 2 when I was little. And I was dead excited.
Stop it, dude. I was taking acid when that came out.
I mean, I can't remember. I wasn't like Zelda age, but I was definitely... I was of an age where I had to ask my dad for it. You know, let's put it that way. I don't ask my dad for shit now.
The glory days of the Mega Drive. The video shop I managed when I was 18.
Yeah.
I became manager of a video shop. And he started doing Mega Drive games. No Mega Drive in the shop. So a friend of mine, Richie, who I've just got in touch with again after all these years, actually, which is great, brought his Mega Drive down and said, just borrow that for a couple of days. So I was in the shop playing through 100 titles on the Mega Drive.
Oh, dude. Do you remember as well?
Then I had to give the Mega Drive back.
I used to have that with the Mega Drive. We'd split the port, we'd split the signal, and me and my brother had a telly. You know, it was like hand-me-down TVs. So there was a big one there next to his bed, and I had a little portable one, the big CRT, and meant we could both see it and both play, and be like, you know, when we were playing multiplayer games. Oh, it was good.
Too good. So I think one of my favourite consoles, because I didn't own any of those consoles. I didn't get back into consoles until the PS1 came out, where its price dropped. But a friend of mine lent me a SNES.
Oh. Yeah, I
think
never had
he
a
just
SNES.
got the first PlayStation.
Yeah.
'Cause he showed me Die Hard on it, and I lost my shit. I nearly bought one there, and then when they were still like £200.
Was that the Die Hard trilogy?
Yeah.
Yeah, that was good.
Which I did own not long after. But I borrowed the SNES, and I got Donkey Kong Country.
Yeah.
And I lost myself in that for so long. And I keep trying to talk, do you want that? And he's like, nah, not really. Oh.
Well, you know, we could.
Just say yes. Just even hint at it. I can get it.
So, for you watching, no, I won't say anyway. But yeah, again, so cute, right? So my little girl, right? I've got a video game for Soph. I'm not gonna say what it is because you know you never know. Someone might just tell her. But so I've got Soph a game, but it's not me. Like Zelda picked it. And she went, and she's picked it. So, and then that arrived today, and we opened it, and she was like, oh, she remembered that she'd picked it because she's making all these connections now because she's so bloody smart. And then she's taken it and hidden it somewhere in her room, and I don't know where. And our Soph started tidying up today, and I was like, just leave it, I'll do it. But I don't know where it is, and there's this weird thing now where I'm worried that, you know, Christmas Day, I'm going to be like, go get it, and she's going to look at me and go,
I have no idea what you're talking about. I'm losing my shit over my presents right now.
What? So I might sneak it out tonight and just put it somewhere safe. I don't know. We'll see. We got a couple of answers for your favourite Christmas memory. Cannon Fodder Christmas edition. Yes, I remember that. Yeah, Kevin, who was my brother for a while. You know, one of them where your dad gets with someone and you've just suddenly got a new brother. Yeah, he was playing Cannon Fodder. That never happened to you. That was
No, mate.
every year I had a new brother and sister.
I was
like,
very lucky for that not to happen.
What's your name then? Okay, yeah, cool. So it was weird that when you suddenly get introduced to a 13-year-old that's your sister, and you're like 13 and all hormonal, and you're trying to be like, oh, okay, there, right. Well, let's make this work then. Really weird time. Very unhealthy. It's probably how I ended up like this. James Bond 2, Robocod. Oh my God, you get into some wonderful, wonderful places. Yeah. Oh, I remember that.
I played that tripping my tits off one night.
Well, that's what I thought with that competition that we got. That I used to get wrecked to play games like that. I was the Metal Gear Solid champ on PlayStation, Crash Bandicoot, Platoon on the C64. I'm still angry about the C64. I got in a big argument on Twitter about that the other day because they crowdfunded a full-size C64. I reported it at the time. They crowdfunded a full-size C64, left everyone hanging for a year, and then put all the bloody money into a mini, and then released press releases when they sent out free review C64 minis. They sent out press releases saying if it does well enough, we plan on doing a full-size one. It's like, the fuck are you talking about? You took $100,000 off people to fund a full-size C64, and now you're bullshitting your way through with the money. And I get it. Minis took off. Minis took over the world. And they're obviously doing very well out of it. Way better than they would have done with a full size. Full size is niche. Full size is like maybe people like me consider maybe getting one with them. End up not doing because we've not got time. But then the mini, everyone's going to buy one of them. I get why you did it, but for God's sake, sort out your backers.
Because you know what you're saying, like it's niche.
Yeah.
But my wife doesn't do games. She's not into it. And but when she saw that C64, she had an Acorn Electron as a kid.
Oh,
and
yeah,
she really wanted a C64, but it didn't pan out.
Right.
But when she saw that, you're like, should we get one of these? I said, yeah, but unfortunately, it's this big and the keyboard doesn't work.
No.
Instantly gone.
So
just gone.
Yeah, well, that's the thing. The keyboard doesn't work. You can attach a USB keyboard to it, but then you've got all these things where there's only 2 USB ports, so it's not actually that you can't attach enough things to it.
Doesn't that defeat the whole purpose of having a computer that is basically a fat keyboard?
Yeah,
that's the idea. That's what we loved from the day, and what they're trading on there is nostalgia, and then reflected nostalgia to people that just want the cool stuff.
Yeah,
I would probably have bought a full-size C64.
Yeah,
because I couldn't get a C64 as a kid, but now I could afford one.
It'd be fun, especially, it's got a load of games piled in there, and you can get all the rest of them and load them on and all that.
If they were really clever, they'd have made the cassette recorder as well, and just had that as a ROM. As a ROM chip that just, when you press play, it loads it in. Oh.
They could have done so much, and they promised so much, but now they've got. I had some prick guys calling himself a bloody journalist, saying there was always 3 models: the handheld, the full size, and the mini. And I'm like, no, I have been through every single word of that Indiegogo, every word.
Why do you need a handheld C64?
I don't know, but people have paid for it. $650, some of them. And then they've just took all the money and gone and made a mini instead. And he was giving me all this shit about it being a different company. It's not a different bloody company. It's the same company. There's months and months of people going, where's my computer? Can I get an update? Can I get an update? And then they go, hey everyone, you're getting a free C64 mini, a free one whilst you wait. It's like, oh, thank you. I'm glad you're doing well enough to give away a free.
Has this journalist got one of those?
Oh, well, apparently he was there from the start. So he's got skin in the game in terms of just out and out. He's either lying or he's a dumbass.
I imagine he's probably lying.
Yeah, it's probably a good bit of both. I was made to buy a $400 Xbox One. It was terrible.
Terrible console.
Sorry about that.
Terrible console. The original Xbox.
Yeah.
Did you have one?
Yeah, of course I did. Halo. Of course I did.
The original Xbox.
I don't remember it though.
Garbage.
I remember spending hours putting my own music onto the hard drive. So when I played Grand Theft Auto, the radio station would have like Prince playing.
I just detested the Xbox. Because I had all the from PS1 onwards. I kept buying all of them because I was a grown up. I could do that. But the original Xbox was dog shit.
Yeah, I liked it, man.
It was dog shit. I've made a statement of fact there.
I think
you can't refute it.
But I don't know if I'm mixing up my memories here. Because for me, I'm thinking the pull was the online connectivity, but I'm wondering how much of that was actually 360 era. I don't know how much I'm blending it in my head.
That was more 360. I think it was just an alternative. And also, my lad was saying he needs a Duke controller.
Oh, does he?
And I'm like, why do you need one of them? He said, well, they're cool. I said, they weren't as good as the 360 controller. The 360 controller is still one of the better controllers I've ever used.
Yeah.
The Duke controller was a dumpster fire.
Yeah, you're fine with a 360. You're absolutely fine with
360
it.
controller's superb.
Yeah, no
That's
problem.
what I have for the PC.
Yeah, why not?
Well,
yeah.
it's not an actual 360. It's a new one, a cheap one, but it's nice and rubberized and has the grip. And it's nice. I never use it, but I look at it light up red every once in a while, and it makes me feel good.
See, when I first got the PlayStation, I was like, don't like this, don't like it. But you get used to it.
I love the PS controller. I think it's a masterpiece.
Yeah.
Absolute masterpiece. But apparently nowadays, you have to choose one or the other.
Yeah.
You can't like both. It's not allowed.
They're all right. I don't care. Don't give a shit either way. There's just a controller, innit?
We're going to have all the consoles in our house soon, aren't we? Very exciting.
Just before we go, Nefers has said this whole mini all the things is just rubbish, in my opinion. Like Hayden is suggesting, you're missing out on some of the core experience of having these machines back in the day. But I get it. I get like a NES Mini. I get it. You're having a bit of fun with the thing. But in terms of a Commodore 64, what's the bloody point? And they've done it as well. They've made it so you can load your own ROMs into it. But there's... but you have to have the joystick plugged in and the keyboard and then a flash drive, which requires 3, but there's only 2 ports. So you just, like... No, they just rushed it out and they got advantages of it. Right, guys, I'm going to boogie. Join us in just about an hour for Trigger Warning. If you like, just search triggerwarning.tv. Trigger Warning TV, it's going to be going out live on LiveLeak, Facebook, and the YouTube. Is that how we go out on Trigger Warning? It is, isn't it?
And triggerwarning.tv/live.
And Trigger Warning TV, there's a live room there. I'll be keeping an eye on all the chats because we're going to be swapping places. And check out the podcast tomorrow. We did an extra bonus podcast yesterday. It confused the crap out of me, though, because I made one live today. I thought it was Wednesday all day, man. I've been freaking out.
It was a long one last night.
It was a long one. We went hard and deep, and we got weird as you'd like. Guys, have a happy Christmas, and I'll see you soon. Bye-bye. I love you. Mwah.
Merry Christmas.